Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic was revealed, and in this video we are going to be going over every little bit of news and updates from the creators themselves on this game, in which they've talked about this game in a press release, and we also have some studio insights of the studio creating this game. We're going to break down all that information and we're going to find out even more news about Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic. So let's start off with what the description is of this game. Well, on the Star Wars channel, it states that Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic is developed by Arcanaut Studios in collaboration with Lucasfilm Games. Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic is a new single-player narrative-driven action RPG and spiritual successor to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Led by Casey Hudson, game director of the original Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic and the Mass Effect trilogy, the team of veteran game developers and storytellers at Arcanaut Studios is crafting an epic interactive adventure across a galaxy on the brink of rebirth, where every decision shapes your path towards light or darkness. So already confirming that yes, you are going to have critical choices in this game and there will be a sort of good and bad ending. It's likely, just like the KOTOR games, this is going to be indicated by a kind of light and darkness bar, and although not an open world game, this is going to take us across planet to planet, where we're going to be able to do side quests and have a very vast explorable area to of course explore and search and make decisions about the fate of wherever we are. We then have another more in detailed description on the actual Star Wars website about Fate of the Old Republic, which states that the fate of the galaxy is in your hands in a narrative-driven action RPG where you step into the role of a Force user on a journey through a galaxy on the edge of rebirth. Blending innovative storytelling, memorable characters, and heart-pounding combat, Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic immerses you in an unforgettable experience where every decision deepens your journey toward light or darkness. So confirmation there that we are going to be getting companions and of course other NPCs, which are going to have very distinct characteristics, and the fact that it says we are going to be stepping into the role of a Force user and not necessarily stating a Jedi or Sith, which means is that our character probably never really had any Force training and she either has amnesia and she doesn't know who she is, like the KOTOR games, or they can go a different direction where she's just kind of a nobody, but she's been lied to about her origin, or there's huge reveals about her background we're gonna have later in the game. We can also see that our character actually knows how to fly our ship. We have our first look at our two companions, one being a tall droid and one being a different humanoid looking companion with a sniper, which shows we're going to have different combat styles and likely hopefully be able to control our companions like the original KOTOR as well. Also, with the triangle head shape feature on our sniper wielding companion, it does look like to me that he is a Quarren, but we can't get a very clear look at him, so let me know in the comment section below what you think he is. Now of course, before we get to the game studio, let's talk about the director of this game. His name is Casey Hudson, who is a Canadian video game developer who's known for his work on of course BioWare video games, and this was peak BioWare. This is the BioWare that everybody goes on and on about, who made the games like Mass Effect and of course Knights of the Old Republic, in both of those instances where he was the game director. We've literally got the lead on the best BioWare games of all time, the Mass Effect trilogy and KOTOR, behind this new game, as this is a game by his studio. He's also worked on games like MDK2, Baldur's Gate 2 Shadows of Am, Neverwinter Nights, Jade Empire, and even had some work on Anthem. Now let's go over the press release by Arcanaut Studios, which is from the game director himself, Casey Hudson. So, Arcanaut Studios unveiled Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic in collaboration with Lucasfilm Games. From Casey Hudson, game director of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic and the Mass Effect trilogy, comes a bold new chapter in the Star Wars saga. Arcanaut Studios announced Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic with a teaser trailer revealed live at the Game Awards, created in collaboration with Lucasfilm Games. Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic is a narrative-driven single-player action RPG where you step into the role of a Force user on a journey through a galaxy on the edge of rebirth. Led by Casey Hudson, Arcanaut Studios unites veteran storytellers and developers to create a spiritual successor to Knights of the Old Republic that blends innovative storytelling, memorable characters, and heart-pounding combat. Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic immerses players in an unforgettable experience where every decision deepens their journey toward light or darkness. Working on Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic was one of the defining experiences of my career, said Casey Hudson, game director at Arcanaut Studios. With Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic, we're telling a completely new and different story with everything we've learned since, crafting an adventure about choice, destiny, and the timeless struggle between light and dark. It's a dream come true once again to collaborate with Lucasfilm Games. We look for partners who have the drive and the leadership to build something groundbreaking, and that's what we see in Casey, said Jay Ong, head of Disney Games Group. Under Casey's direction, Arcanaut Studios is assembling a team with a deep passion for storytelling and building immersive worlds. Their vision for Star Wars: Fate of the Old Republic is exactly the kind of ambitious, high-quality experience we want to deliver for our players. The Old Republic era is a rich and beloved part of Star Wars galaxy, and we are thrilled to be exploring a fresh story that we've never seen before in the Star Wars: Fate of the Old Republic, said Douglas Riley, VP and GM of Lucasfilm Games. Arcanaut Studios shares our enthusiasm for the galaxy far, far away, and the plan for this new narrative is inspiring. We believe fans will be delighted by the journey that awaits them, and we can't wait to see more. Star Wars: Fate of the Old Republic is in early development for PC and consoles, which is a huge confirmation there itself. So it seems that Casey Hudson is very passionate, and of course he would be if he's created a brand new studio and the first game he's going to create is Star Wars: Fate of the Old Republic. It seems Casey Hudson has the passion to continue this type of storytelling within the Star Wars universe, and this is such a smart move. And Casey Hudson and the team over there know that they have to get this game right, because it would put their studio on the map, being a game developer on the caliber of the old BioWare, of course, and of course with today's best game developers like Larian Studios, Warhorse Studios behind Kingdom Come Deliverance, CD Projekt Red, and more. So let's dive a little deeper into what we know about Arcanaut Studios from the developer's website. So Arcanaut Studios is a Canadian video game development company founded in July of 2025. Our headquarters are in Edmonton, Alberta, with additional offices in Kelowna, British Columbia. At Arcanaut Studios, our mission is to create magical interactive storytelling by connecting talented creatives to powerful tools in a safe and rewarding environment. Their core values are passion. We love making games, and we are ambitious about achieving the absolute best of our craft. A healthy balance with our personal lives helps fuel our strong and sustainable work ethic. Number 2 is curiosity. We are eager to learn, try new things, and push the boundaries of what is possible. We don't fear failure because we learn from it, and we ask lots of questions, most importantly, what if. Number 3 is initiative. We are doers, we're not passengers, we are drivers. We don't say that's not my job, we say let me help. We enjoy the benefits and responsibilities of creative agency in our work. And number 4 is teamwork. We support, teach, and we coach each other. We take responsibility, share credit, and hold ourselves accountable. We succeed as a team through empathy and by lifting each other up. And here are our founders of Arcanaut Studios. Of course, Casey Hudson, who is CEO and game director. We've got Chief Financial Officer Chris Bain, who shared on LinkedIn that after the reveal tonight, I can share that we have started a new studio, Arcanaut Studios, to make a new game with Lucasfilm, Star Wars: Fate of the Old Republic. It's a real once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'm grateful to be a part of it. We also have Cordy Rierson, Chief Operating Officer, and Ryan Hoyle, who is the Chief Technical Officer, I believe. Now, Arcanaut Studio is comprised of experienced creators united by belief in emotionally resonant storytelling. Our team includes developers who work together on Star Wars KOTOR and the Mass Effect trilogy, alongside talent from around the industry, including Microsoft, Epic, Remedy, the Coalition, ZeniMax, and others. And then they have a lot of positions available for you to join the team, which I'll leave in the description and comment section of this video. And this all proves that the game is very, very long away. It's not actually in development right now. It was just a concept, almost like an advertisement for their studio. So people who want to work on this game can go and sign up to Arcanaut Studios and be a part of developing Star Wars: Fate of the Old Republic. With the ambitions behind this game, it's likely that this game is around 5 to 6 years away. Maybe in 2030 to 2032, we're going to be getting a release of this game, which means we're going to be getting Knights of the Old Republic remake during that time. And not only that, but Star Wars Eclipse as well should be ready within the next 5 to 6 years. So that's all the official press information about Star Wars: Fate of the Old Republic, but there is also a Fate of the Old Republic interview, which I will be breaking down in my next Fate of the Old Republic video, so go ahead and stay tuned for that. Also talked about KOTOR and the other Star Wars games in development, and there's actually more Star Wars games which I will be covering as well, so go ahead and stay tuned, and I'll leave some of those videos in the description and pinned comment section below. Bye bye.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.